Yes, my son is hoping
Yeah, he
to.
was on too.
Hey, Matt, do you want to say hi?
Hello. Hey, Matt. All right. Now, talking about making stuff for first time in vanilla, I have made in vanilla those weakness potions you need in order to get zombie villagers to be healthy, cure them. And I knew somewhere in deep in my head they need to be splash potions as well.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I could have gone to the wiki this time, but for once I tried to do it myself just because I thought I knew how. And darn it, I did it. And that's something that suddenly just, yes. But I don't have your rules, so I could have gone to the wiki anyway, but still, I did it. And it feels much more genuine, the feeling of making this map.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And whatever, hopper, I have never made a hopper in all my life. I had no idea.
I will be needing to do that fairly soon. Well, I need it from the very end of my map. That's the one place where I think I might have some redstone.
Yeah. Yeah, you are going to have very little redstone, you say.
Yep, I don't think I'm gonna have much at all. Um, I think the only place I need some is gonna be at the end, and I don't even know that I would call it redstone because I'm not planning to use. But I think it's gonna be a set of hoppers,
Yeah.
and you're gonna put an item in the hopper, and that's how you make your choice.
Yeah.
And then it will evaluate what you put in there, and it will spit. It'll either open a door or it'll spit out, items or both. But since I don't have command blocks, I can't have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What am I trying to say? Text.
Nope.
I can't have it say something, so it's really limited to what I can do, and I'm not going to put any. I'm At least at the moment, I don't think I'm going to put in any puzzles like, 7-digit.
No, 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 no.
What do they call
They,
those?
yeah,
Locks or
code locks. Yeah.
yeah.
No, no, no. I'm doing that in the Star Wars map, and it's totally. I'm very hard.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Yes, thank you.
Oh.
No death counting there.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm not going to comment on it if I've died
No,
or
no,
not.
I'm not. I'm not.
Once you see once you see the episodes that I'm thinking of right now,
Yeah.
then I will. Then I will. Well, I don't know. I might not ever talk about whether I've died because I
Never
know
mind.
it's
I
always
think you have done very well trying to stay alive. At least those 38 episodes I've seen, and during the same time, probably I have died four times. But I am going in with head over heels, and sometimes I forget about my armor, and it's totally useless, and I don't check it, and all that stuff because, well, if I drop the things, I have probably slept just 30 blocks away.
Mm-hmm,
So it's a quick thing to just go and grab the stuff and keep on doing it. And the only thing I lose is the experience that I probably already used in order to try to do my old armor that I will need later on.
Well, this is one thing that we're doing wrong though, because
Yeah.
again, I do watch some survival series. We should be walking around with fully enchanted armor and fully enchanted weapons and things like that, because otherwise we're just asking for trouble.
Yeah, well, that was what I did in the beginning. But my armor wasn't, well, I had a lot of fall damage. So my armor took all that damage. And now I have to repair it. And in order to get that, I have to XP, and I don't. Yeah.
Oh,
But I do have a knockback sword, of course. And I have a looting sword as well if I need one. And so on. But
I'm not even repairing, really.
Well, the magic armor I need to repair now and then. I feel like it's, yeah.
So, I think my older son actually just got home from work and he's getting in the shower. So, I might have some background noise. I think I may have to just stop this recording. I'm about 1, 2, 3, 3/7 of the way done with what I wanted to do when I
Okay.
sat down at the computer.
All
I
right.
ended up doing a couple of things differently, and you won't
No kidding.
because well, it was good. I actually needed to go and get some materials for this, and I
Yeah.
think I have enough to finish. Although I may have to make one more run to that mesa biome. But
Yeah.
this is when I first found that mesa biome, and I was so excited. By the
Yeah.
way, you mentioned this in your
Yeah.
recent vlog. I was thinking of making the backdrops for the
Yeah.
scenes out of clay,
I
which
thought so.
I'm mostly doing right now out of green and white wool.
Yeah.
I am gonna have more clay inside of something that I'm calling the sound stage,
Yeah.
but for the moment, I'm not using that much clay until this build, which this build actually, I think I'm one of the most proud of this idea that I'm doing right now.
Okay.
It was not, it was not, it was not part of my original design. I thought, and it actually incorporates something that just happened naturally in the map.
Right.
I don't know.
See, talk to you again.
Yeah, I just really am enjoying this
Yeah, well,
immensely.
it is fun, isn't it? It's really good fun.
So,
I hope we can redo this in a couple of years.
uh, it's one of those things where I'm like, am I gonna still be playing this game in a couple of years? Like,
Never know.
I also, I also wonder at some point if I will do oh, I don't know. I want to say a real survival series. This is a real survival series.
Well, we'll see.
This is a real survival series. So,
Yeah, this is the, and I still feel it's one of the best one out there at the moment for me. But we'll see. I'm thinking about dropping down in Illinois in 3 years' time. So who knows?
well, that would be great. I
That's
think
my plan.
in my last episode that I filmed that you haven't seen yet, I talk about if Minecon is in Sweden, I would be interested in trying to actually go.
But that will not happen. I doubt that.
You think so?
No, I don't think so.
But they
It is a very small arena we have up here. The biggest one is called the Globe, and it's not even big enough to hold the biggest hockey content stuff. So we need to always have some other arenas as well at the same time.
But it
We
kind of
don't.
makes sense though. I mean, at some point, Minecraft's popularity
Yeah,
will.
10 years, some sort of anniversary, perhaps, but
Well, like if they're not as popular, it will be cheaper for them to do it in Sweden.
they have money. They can buy the world. It's no problem.
Well,
Well, we'll see.
I don't know. I think
I'm living 45 minutes from Stockholm, so that would be very nice.
yeah, you could come pick me up in your bus at the airport.
Well, I'm not allowed to use the buses privately.
Ah,
I get your point.
yeah. Okay, I don't know that I will ever get to Sweden because, again,
You never.
and if I go out of the country, I have to bring my family, and there's all
Yep.
sort of then complications to what I can really do and not. But I would come meet you in person and take a ride on your bus.
That's a promise.
That would be interesting to me.
Oh, and I'll make another promise that make jGazMom happy. We are going to sing together live.
Oh, now that
I
that
promise Mongo that. I can promise you as well.
wow. I don't know if I should be scared or excited about that.
Just get your ear mufflers on. So
Yeah, just
promise.
kidding. Okay, what do I want to do here? I want to go.
Is it anything else we need to talk about, do you feel?
Uh, no, I guess not. Don't have to.
Don't have to. We can just sit here yapping.
I have a whole list of stuff. So I was gonna talk about. Oh, this is something that I'm way overdue talking about because
Yeah.
I saw you
Let's,
on. So in oh my goodness, I think in episode 63 I was talking about villagers
yep.
and the fact that when I upgrade to 1.8,
Yes.
the villagers that I currently have, I think, are going to have the same trades
Yes.
that they do now. I don't think they're going to get the new trades,
Nope.
which is fine, but I'm going to want a librarian. And you haven't seen that episode yet, but in that episode, I talk about the fact that the librarian has a chance of trading you a name tag for 22
Yep.
emeralds.
You said that in an email, I think.
Okay, good, good. Then you know it already. So I want that.
Then you shouldn't go. Oh dear, where was that village?
I can tell you I think I've found pretty much every village
That I have.
within like a radius, a reasonable radius of where I plan to go. I think I'm done exploring this map.
Yep.
I don't think I'm going to be doing any more net new exploring. I may go back to some I haven't found a packed ice biome, so maybe that's a possibility, but I just don't see myself wanting to spend much more time exploring. I want to build and get this. Oh, there's so much building. Sorry.
But then, in order to get your librarian, you need to make them breed.
Exactly. That's where I was going. I think I'm gonna need to make, and I saw this video from Vance Crafter. I
Yeah.
don't know if you've heard of that guy. He used to be on the Band of Builders server with me,
Oh, yeah.
and he's a really good builder. He made basically he made a building in a village,
Yep.
made out of doors with just
Yep.
a roof,
Yep.
and then put a bunch of villagers inside of it, and then
They
just
start breeding.
yeah. So I think I'm gonna avoid the villages till 1.8. Then
Yep.
I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna do that
Yep.
until I get a librarian. Put him in a minecart so he can't go anywhere, and then go from there
Yeah.
with what I need him. Well, I think what are the chances I'll get that particular trade right off the bat? I think I may have to trade him a bunch of times
That
successfully.
might be. But I have tested this one in what I called. I can't remember what it was, but it was back in 1.6, so it's not that far away. I did some tree house and stuff. I built a house with, I think, 20 doors.
Okay.
And I got the zombie villagers to come, and I cured them, and I kept them inside the buildings. And they did everything. There were little guys all over the place. There was like 4 or 5 baby villagers suddenly. So
Oh.
the odds of you getting your librarian is rather big, even if you can't see the baby librarian.
Okay.
So I think that's a good idea. I'm going to use the same idea, of
Yeah.
course.
Well, and
Because in my ending, I need a building or even several buildings in order to get that grand ending you need, of course. And I need more than 20 villagers in order to get there, to get that feeling of, hooray, you've saved our world, that part.
yep.
They're going to run around like crazy and lag your computer, but that's not the point.
Nice.
And I was thinking of emptying Tunis. I think I have 5 villages left back there, but
Okay.
it was way too far to go and make a minecart ride all the way back to the end scene.
Yeah.
That's
I agree.
area 10. So I think I should do exactly what you do, but in order to get up to that amount of people, we need first to have 20 doors, and then the iron golem will spawn when they are 10.
Okay.
So we need to get at least 10 people, 20 doors. I think it is like this. I haven't checked it on the Wikipedia. And probably in your comments by now you have a lot of things. But then they will suddenly breed, because they
Okay.
need that save point. And
Okay.
they need all those doors. Why all those doors? I don't know.
Well, it's
So
just a
do
way.
apartment. You can do an apartment building inside Tunis, or whatever you want.
Oh, that's an interesting idea because I do want to build that up to be a city anyway.
So why not use that one and perhaps have an iron golem for the time being, at least, saving them.
Instead of doing it at the Testor village.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a pretty good idea, actually.
yeah. Why not?
Hmm.
Because I'm going to build it where I need the villagers,
Hmm.
and I'll try to. I have. You have that desert village you didn't find that time. Then you went southwest instead of northwest.
Oh my gosh. You know
Yeah.
how long I had confused that? I feel so stupid.
Now the other village, however, I'm going to empty that one. I think it's only 4 villages or something like that, and getting those 4 plus the one that I have in Testor, the village of Testor. Yes, I have the same one as you. I'm going to empty those 2 villages. I think that is 10 villagers,
Hmm.
so they should start breed immediately. But the main problem is, can you move an iron golem in a minecart?
I don't see why not.
Well, I do have iron blocks and I do have pumpkin heads, so it's not a big problem. But I want to test that in vanilla. That's one of those fun parts with this game.
Yeah, I don't know the answer to that actually. I'm pretty sure you could.
Yeah.
I
And
don't see why
again,
you
I
couldn't.
have in one of my other survival maps that I haven't shown anyone because I just tested things. I have made a minecart ride for villagers,
Oh shoot.
and that wasn't that easy as it sounds,
Hmm.
because you need to push them down into the minecart and then throw them away.
Well,
And then you have to go after them because you need to empty the minecart when they reach the point. And if it's a long way away, I don't know what's going to happen to us. You have to jump into the next one and go. Well, you hear for yourself.
well, you remember in my Grinchmas map,
Yeah.
we didn't really have a good way to control entities back then,
Nope.
so I ended up taking colored villagers from one village and carting them across the world to another.
Yeah, you did that, and you showed us how you breed them or how you had them from the beginning.
And then right before I released it, they came out with the patch that actually let you just MC edit whatever color villager you needed.
That's typical. But
So,
today we're doing vanilla, so that's not an option.
mm-mm.
And actually, I must say I'm happy that I'm having 2 other maps as well, because in one of them I'm using a lot of those command blocks. I haven't learned all of them, and in the other one I'm using MC Edit a lot. So
Okay.
I get to use that as well: creative mode, MC Edit, and Miniature, all that. So it's not like I feel I'm missing out on it when I'm doing the vanilla. It's all the opposite. Oh, I can just relax and do survival. That's much easier.
Yeah,
Yes.
I still don't really know what I would do if I was doing a vanilla survival. I have some ideas because a couple months ago I was thinking of joining a survival server,
Yeah.
which I haven't done yet. Um, I can't say much more than that actually, but basically I had an idea of, okay, if I join this server, this is what I will build on this server, and all I can say more about that is Frostfire should be interested to know that this comment that I just made is related to my comment about parkour. So
Oh.
if that
Well,
makes
that makes him happy.
things both interesting and confusing, well then my job is done.
Yes, as usual. The organized Ron has spoken.
The secret Ron has spoken. Yeah, I have a series that I have had recorded and edited for almost a year
Oh,
that I can't put out yet. But
what?
I'm hoping the end of summer. Like, I'm really hoping end of summer.
Oh dear.
Yep. It's driving me absolutely nuts.
I believe you, I believe you. I've just started recording 2 different series and I haven't made any videos of it yet, and it's really, I need to do that, but no, I must wait as well. But after the 3rd, I could start one of them. And I don't want to flood the YouTube. I mean, we are sharing subscribers, you and I, and plenty of us. And I don't want to flood the YouTube with. I can probably put out like 3 or 4 different videos a day if I want to.
Yeah,
That is flooding.
yeah, that's kind of my problem with this series. So, I
Yeah, but this series is narrow, and your
well,
viewers are narrow.
that's the problem. Like, I think this series, any series that I do loses viewers after a while, and so without having other content, if this isn't the kind of series that some people want to watch, then I'm losing more than I'm not losing more than I'm gaining. Let me say it differently. I'm not gaining as viewers as quick as I was a year ago this time.
No, you don't
But
have any series on. No, you haven't.
yeah, I don't have anything other than this right now.
That's true.
So anyone not watching this is
Not watching you.
Which is, but so I'm actually kind of torn because part of me is like, well, this is what I'm having fun,
Yep.
and I'm not doing this to grow my channel. I'm doing this to have fun.
Yep.
So part of me is like, well, that's just the reality of what's happening. Oh my goodness, where are you going? Oh my goodness, get away! Oh, phew.
Oh, I'm glad I'm not watching. My heart is racing at the moment because I can relive that moment.
Mm.
What are you doing? Get away from there! No, not here!
Oh,
And
what?
then we run the other way.
Oh my gosh, I'm so stupid.
What?
Oh, the thing that I'm building right now is it's not turning out how I envisioned it,
Okay.
and I keep forgetting to use the right colors. I'm kind of messing this up from what I thought it was going to be, but it's not terrible, I guess. I need to look at it from the top as soon as I can get up to the top without getting blown up with things
But-
dropping on my head.
Now I'm going to talk to a very strange Ron. But once you showed...
You haven't already been talking to a stranger.
No, I'm going to talk with the strangest one. You showed us how you build things without having the material. Do you remember the red tent?
Yeah.
You built that out of dirt.
Yeah.
And then, when you got the red wool, you replaced it.
Yeah.
Now, that got me thinking, why, if I want to see how something is really looking and how big it is and stuff, why can't I just use whatever material I have at hand? And then I see, okay, it's going to look about this, and that needs to be changed, and then go for the material.
Oh yeah. Yep. Yep.
Because while I'm doing the material, I am thinking about how I'm going to build.
Sure.
Because you are doing it the opposite way, of course. First build, then think.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it was a very good idea building the tent out of dirt. Dirt is easy to remove, and it looked a bit like red.
Exactly.
So I think it was a very good idea. I'm using that as well.
Yeah. I think that is a good thing to do. Oh, my pick broke. So I'm gonna have to go back. Soon here.
Yep, that's one thing I never do. I never go back because I always have enough things with me in order to make what I need. It's a bit of you know this because you have a very good sense of inventory selection. You And you and I are doing like when we did that last custom map, that fantastic one that I can't remember what its name.
The
When we burned down the whole planet, that was fun.
vagary incident. Vagary
Yes.
incident. Yes.
You were still sorting things all the time, and whenever time I opened a chest, it was already sorted. And I can't imagine that you didn't sort your inventory as well. Now it is a balance of how much material am I able to have, and how much other stuff do I need to bring. But you always need sticks, and you always need iron or stone. Now stone you can get while you're mining, but if you are stripping a Minecraft mine, you don't really need stone. You need axe, you need several axes, and you need a crafting table. Oh no, you're just making crafting tables wherever you are.
Yeah, it depends. It depends.
You and Dave, you're leaving crafting tables all over the place.
I think a lot of people do that when they play this game, though. Like when I watch Survival,
Yeah,
think a lot of people
perhaps
do that.
that is a good idea. I don't know. No, I can't leave anything.
Well, depends where I am. If I'm in an area of this map that I want the player to, or that the player is not going to ever see, then I just leave it. But if it's an area I want them to see something, I will usually take it out.
Yeah, well, it's not a big problem, so.
Yeah, oh, I was gonna say a first world problem, but it's I don't know if you'd call Minecraft first world actually.
No, I wouldn't probably. No.
Okay, right about here. Oh, good.
But it is that thing about what can I use, which area can I mine. When you went away in order to get sand in episodes 34, I think. I'm trying to remember them. Because there it is interesting. It is really growing, this series, I think. And when you went away, you had to search.
Oh, sorry.
You have to search for an area where you knew you wouldn't go and you wouldn't make a set off. And that's rather strange, because what I would have done if I were you, I would have checked the area and said, these are the 8 scenes or the 8 sets or whatever you're going to have. And these are the areas, and then mark them in some way. I have marked mine, so I know exactly where I'm going on that. But you don't. You have to go around. Will I use this? No.
Yeah,
Perhaps.
I kind of have it in my mind at the moment.
You know sometimes that you're not going to go there, but
Yeah.
you are so envisioned. Oh, look at this! I mean, the seed is talking to you.
Yep. Oh, I can't believe I just did that.
What did you do? No, don't tell me. I'm
No.
going to see it in episode 69 or whatever it is.
I don't even know at this point. I lose track,
Yeah.
but that's all
We
right.
are inside the 3rd episode, if you want to know.
Is that okay?
If
All
you're
right.
going into... No, you're inside the 4th one.
I've got to. I actually have to make a trip back to the
Yeah.
what's it called, Mesa biome one more time. I didn't quite get enough of hardened clay, so
By the way, talking about Mesa and hardened clay, as you probably have seen, I have released that Twitch, that live stream I did when I went back to the Mesa and got a lot of brown hardened clay. I could have spared a lot. I have 3 stacks of brown hardened clay left. I made the cow. Suddenly I had a lot of it. So that was rather useless. But better safe than sorry, I suppose. And I can also tell you, if there's anyone out there who wants to know, the inside of the cow is actually more or less filled with fences taken from a mine or two.
that's right.
If the player, yet again, Ron Smalek has spoken, and he said, think twice, and I did. What if the player decided to say, no, I don't want to go peaceful? They will spawn inside that darn cow. So I made it impossible for them to spawn inside. Just in case. And besides, what am I going to use fences for? That's a rhetorical question. Don't answer.
Yeah, I don't know that you can. I don't know that you can spawn inside of a hollow.
Okay.
I don't. Hmm. Well,
I've
it
killed
doesn't.
several inside the legs already.
Yeah.
I
See,
know.
well, it was funny when I was watching your stream of that. I
Yeah.
was busy grocery shopping, and so I was like listening for sure, but sometimes watching, sometimes not. And so now when I'm watching the YouTube version of it, I'm getting the whole idea. But at one point, I pulled my phone out of my pocket and I looked down and I saw you building the legs. Or no,
Yeah.
I thought you had finished the cow and you were just walking to a different area. And you're walking among the legs of the cow, and I thought, oh, look at those fancy obelisks. Shenanigans.
No.
Where
You-
am I? Oh, this is bad.
This is bad.
Oh my goodness.
I hope everyone is laughing. I hope I am when I watch this.
Um, hmm.
You
Well,
need to concentrate.
wow. I'm fine. I'm not gonna have a problem getting out of this, but, uh, oh dear.
Oh yeah.
Here comes the night. Oh, this is a good place for a cliffhanger.